Well, hey there. Here we go on just a quick tutorial video in case you forgot how to solve one step. No, these are two-step inequalities. I'll just go through a couple with you because you have some IXLs to do. So let's look. This one says 2t plus 9 greater than 7. Some of these, yes, you can solve in your head, but remember when I make you do it on any kind of assessment or home fun, you're going to have to show your work. So it's better just to know how to do it. This, even though it's got this inequality sign, I just pretend that it's an equal sign until the very end. So I look, what do I have to do? Plus 9, so I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. When I do that, let's see, I get negative 2 over here. Just keep the sign, not worrying about it. I've got a 2t here. Then I think, all right, what do I do with this 2t? Well, I divide by 2, divide by 2. So I've got t and negative 1. Now we've got to figure out, okay, do I flip this sign? The answer is no, I don't flip the sign. The only time I flip the sign is when I multiply or divide by a positive and negative number. And when I look at this, this is positive. Over here it was negative, yes, but it's the one that's attached to the t that makes signs flip. So sign looks like this. Then you're going to have to go up and graph that. So I look at this, and you're going to click on the negative 1, and it will give you the circle. However, on here, it's going to give you a closed circle right away. Do you want a closed circle? You don't. So I'm going to go click on it again, make sure that's an open circle, and then t is greater than, so I color this way. And I'm not coloring this way just because the arrow points this way. Does it? Yes. But the reason I color this way is because t is bigger. So you have to know that, because you know that when you have me actually writing something down on paper, I'm going to put the t on the right side to see if you really know what that means. All right? So be really careful. T is on the bigger side. That's why I went bigger. So let's check this one. Solve the inequality, graph the solution. So same kind of problem. It says 1 minus 2p is greater than 9. So I'm going to write that down, show my work. 1 minus 2p is greater than 9. Draw my line down. Okay, what do I get rid of first? This 1. Now what is that 1 doing? This minus or negative sign goes with the 2, so I'm just going to move that over right there, which means this is positive. How do you undo positive 1? Yeah, the opposite of positive is negative, or the opposite of addition is subtraction. Either way you want to say it. This cancels out. Drop this down. Do not forget to drop down this negative sign, because that will get you this question wrong, and then you'll feel frustrated. So now I look. All right, this negative 2, what's it doing to the p? It's not subtracting. It is multiplying. So divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. This simplifies out to 1, so I can just write the p down, and negative 4. Now let's check this out. Does it switch? The answer is yes, because of this negative 2 right here. So flip your sign. Then I go to the negative 4. Click on it. It will give you a closed dot right away. Do you want a closed dot? No, you don't, because there's no equal sign under here. Right, and then it says p is smaller. So is this way smaller or is this way smaller? Got it. This way is smaller because we're working in the negatives. And so then I fill in the arrow, it does that for you. So negative 4, go to the left and hit submit, and hopefully get it right. You would get this one right, but when you're doing your own, hopefully you're getting it right. All right, let's do one more. 3 minus 4v is less than 7. So look right away. Are you going to have to flip the sign? And my answer is yes, because of this right here. Sign, this right here is going to end up flipping because of that. So if you know it right away, you can just be more careful. I draw my line down. How do I undo the 3? It's positive right now, so I minus 3 from both sides. All right, when I do that, this cancels out. I draw lots of lines through stuff, and sometimes you might think that I overly show my work, but I don't miss stuff as much because I overly show my work. And it's when I skip steps and don't show my work that I get them wrong. And if I do, after doing this for a bazillion years, you need to show your work too. So then I divide by -4, divide by -4. So that simplifies out to 1v. I get a -1 over here. My sign flips because of this guy right here. So flip it. And let's see, full dot or open dot? Open dot because there's no equal sign under here. And then it says v is greater than, so squiggle, squiggle, squiggle this way. Awesome! So go do some IXLs today, and I will see you tomorrow.